Hi folks, my name's Dave Boutette, and this is the first in a three-part series of how I wrote a particular song. Over the next 3 videos, we want you to stick around because we're going to cover everything from the very seeds of inspiration all the way to the finished product. And along the way, we're going to cover things like certainly chord structure, lyrics, alliteration, meanings, double meanings, dynamics, all kinds of things like that. We're going to have a blast, so I hope you stick around. So what do you say? Let's get underway. I'll start off with how I got the inspiration to write this particular song. I was at a music festival in Ann Arbor called the Waterhill Music Festival, and I was watching my friend Kathy play a song. The song was called A Good Cup of Coffee. And it was basically about a good cup of coffee and kind of the mood that surrounds that and how it makes you feel. And it was a great song. And I got up off the grass and I was walking down the street and I was thinking to myself, I want to write a song about coffee. It's such a juicy, deep topic and it means so much to so many people. You know, the way they have their coffee, how they have it every day, how it makes them feel. So I thought to myself, oh man, I'm going to be writing a coffee song in the next few days. Well, so I kind of started cooking it up in my head just a little bit, and I made a little space in my brain for it. A couple days later, I was listening to WEMU, the jazz radio station out of Ypsilanti, Michigan, and I heard a really, really cool kind of bluesy jazz tune, and it had major 7th chords in it, and it had diminished chords in it, and it had just this really cool tone, and I just loved it, and I thought, okay, well that might be the setting, the mood that I put this song into. That'll probably work. That'll work for what I'm going for. A couple days later, I had some time and I had a guitar in my hand, and I started messing around with that tonality that I heard in that song, like that and things like that. Just the tones just feel so good under your fingers and in your ears. This kind of stuff just makes me feel great. And I love writing with it. It's a beautiful thing. And so, you know, I started thinking about coffee and the words and stuff that are associated with coffee, and I got into this thing. I was doing this. And you know, this is kind of something you may have heard before, this particular progression. It's kind of common. It's got a diminished in it, it's got a minor 7th. It's got a major 7th in it. I was just, you know, the way I do it is I just kind of start singing over the chord progression. And what I kind of came up with was like this. It goes, the daily grind, the daily grind. Something kind of like that. I was like, all right, I got my tag, I've got my landing spot, and now what I need is all the stuff. All I need is all the stuff that leads up to it. I need all the content that's going to get us to that particular landing spot. So what do? We're in the key of C. For anybody playing along, we're in the key of C, and I'm going to start on the 1 chord. I'm going to try to set my scene. I'm going to try to set my scene and set the mood for you. So maybe we're on the 1 chord. Wake up in the morning feeling half past blue. It ain't no real big secret now what to do. Slip out of your sleeping cap and put your slippers on, and meet me in the kitchen right about the dawn. And now I had this thing where I just went straight into that tag, but I thought that seems a little too simple, and I kind of wanted there to be some kind of transition between the verse and the tag. So of course, where do we go? We always go to the 4 chord. In this particular case, it's the F chord right there. And so I just went there and just listened to what my head sang at that moment, and it was I got the thing to ease your mind. Yeah, I'll tell you all about it. The daily grind. The daily grind. So we made it. We made it to our tag. We've got our first verse. We got our setting. We got the beginnings of chord structure. We got a little transition between the verse and the tag. Stay tuned, folks. The next video, we're going to go to the bridge. We're going to cover a bridge. We're going to cover alliteration, maybe some dynamics. Stick around, folks. This is going to be a blast. Thanks for tuning in. My name's Dave Boutette. We'll see you next time.